I'm coming to your country. I stared at my phone screen for a long moment before pressing send. The message looked simple, 5 words. But those 5 words carried the weight of a kingdom. The moment the message delivered, my heartbeat became louder than the ticking clock in my private study. Outside my palace window, fountains sparkled beneath the moonlight. Guards stood at every gate. Servants moved quietly through marble corridors. Everything looked exactly the same, yet nothing felt the same anymore, because for the first time in my life, I was about to do something for myself, not for my father, not for the royal family, not for the crown, for you. A few seconds later, 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again. I smiled. You were nervous. I could almost imagine you staring at your phone, wondering if I was joking. Then your reply arrived. Wait, you're serious? A laugh escaped my lips. Of course I was serious. I had spent months hiding my feelings behind diplomatic schedules and carefully chosen words. Months pretending that you were just another friend. Months trying to convince myself that a prince and a girl from another country could never work. But every night I found myself checking my phone, looking for your messages, reading our conversations again, smiling at old voice notes, thinking about you during royal meetings, missing you even before we had met. That was when I knew I was already lost, completely, hopelessly. Yours. I typed another message. My plane lands tomorrow. The reply came instantly. Tomorrow. I could practically hear your shock. I leaned back in my chair and laughed again. The palace staff would probably think their prince had gone crazy. Maybe they were right, because only a crazy man would challenge an entire royal family for a girl he had never even touched. Yet here I was, doing exactly that. The next morning, the palace felt colder than usual. My father sat at the head of the breakfast table. The king, a man whose presence alone could silence an entire room, he looked up from his newspaper. You're leaving today? It wasn't a question. I nodded. His expression darkened. To see her? Again, not a question. Everyone already knew. Royal secrets never stayed secret for long. I set down my coffee cup. Yes. Silence, heavy silence. The kind that makes the air feel too thick to breathe. My father folded the newspaper carefully. I warned you. I met his gaze, and I listened. Then why are you still going?